Okay, so look, I love teaching you stuff about photography and filmmaking and YouTube also, but not today. No, today we're gonna do something different. In this video, I'm gonna completely destroy other people's work. Yeah, I'm done being the nice guy here because, I have to deal with people criticizing my work every single day. It's my turn now. I can't do it. I really can't. That's not me. You all know that, right? I think that was the devil speaking. No, look, we're just gonna look at how some of the big YouTubers in the filmmaking and photography and tech space color grade their videos, what their videos look like, what lighting they use also, and then make a tier list. Now, before we start, know that this is all very subjective, okay? So it's not about good or bad. The most important thing is that we learn something. Hopefully. We'll see. And also, by the way, I don't know any of them personally, so there's absolutely no favoritism going on here whatsoever. Okay, and let's start with probably the most likable filmmaker slash YouTuber of them all. If you don't like this guy, then there's something seriously wrong with you. And I still don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. Danny Gevirtz? I have no idea. But, it doesn't matter, because the thing is, Danny is a real filmmaker, okay? Even though I think that every YouTuber who knows how to tell a story is a real filmmaker, but Danny combines that classic filmmaker image with the new YouTuber filmmaker image. Does that make sense? He actually made a real movie, guys. Have you made a real movie? Me neither. Exactly my point. I feel like my voice is gonna go in a bit, and this is a very long video, so it's gonna be tough, but we're gonna keep going. So his videos and his grades, everything looks so professional. There's no other word for it. Cinematic, but very natural looking also. His videos have that classic yet modern cinematic look, and it just always looks good. His talking head videos, but also short films that he posts, short documentaries also. And a lot of people want that specific look, that natural cinematic look, but it's also difficult to get it right, to get it perfect like he does. It's all about the little details, shadows, highlights. I know that he also uses mist filters, and his lighting is always spot on. He always uses those simple standard techniques that they teach in cinema, but it's not a super unique look. So I want to say A tier, but because it's Danny, most likable YouTuber ever, S tier. There, boom. Wait, no favoritism. That's what I said, right? Okay, this is an interesting one, in a good way. Becky and Chris's videos look very... it's difficult to describe it. I want to say timeless, not sure if that's the right word. The muted colors, lots of blacks, it almost looks like black and white sometimes, but then also not at all black and white at the same time. It's weird. But what I love most about this look, this color grade, is that it's a prime example of perfect branding, consistency. What you see here is a brand. If you go to their channel, you'll see that all their thumbnails also have that same look and feel. Also the websites, everything. Still trying to find a good description for this style. Dark and moody maybe? No, also not, because it doesn't feel dark and moody. It feels kind of bright and airy. That lifestyle look. Lifestyle? I don't know. And it's so well done that every time I see a similar looking video, I'm like, looks like a Becky and Chris video. So yeah, it's their style, Becky and Chris. But that being said, it's not my favorite style of color grading. You all know that I like a bit more pop and color. But because everything, the whole brand, everything's so well executed, Becky and Chris, 100% A tier. Okay, Maddie. What about Maddie's videos? Well, when I look at his channel, it also looks very consistent. There's definitely a look he's going for. He likes contrast, shadows, those dark blue shadows. But it pops more than Becky and Chris, especially the skin tones. To me, this feels more like the YouTuber filmmaker kind of style. Whereas Danny's videos, for example, look more like real movies. Maddie's videos have a bit more, it's a bit more playful pop color. I don't know. Guys, if I'm rambling, you have to tell me, because a lot of times it feels like a diarrhea of words coming out of my mouth, and in my head it all makes sense, in my head, but that doesn't mean anything. So tell me if whatever. Maddie obviously knows how light behaves and how lighting works and how to make his videos look good. You know what? I'm gonna call this the content creator look. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. And I like this look very much. It's very well done also, it looks great. So I want to say A tier, but then because it's not a super unique look anymore, you know, it's that variation on teal and orange that everyone's doing. I mean, look at my grade here. I learned a lot from Maddie, so yeah. So maybe because it's not so unique, B? But then, I don't know. How do we solve this? I know, we're gonna make a separate tier for this. That'll make everything a lot easier. So the C tier here doesn't exist anymore. We're gonna turn that into a special CCL tier for the content creator look. So everyone who does that content creator look and style really well goes in that special tier. Hey, my list, my rules, okay? Casey he's like the epitome of YouTuber meets filmmaker, right? The storytelling in his vlogs, the crazy angles that he gets all by himself, it's just all next level. It's incredible, and many have tried to copy his style, but I don't think anyone has ever succeeded. But he's also a great example of the fact that you don't need a cool cinematic look or an edgy look to become one of the greatest of all time, or to tell great stories. Gear doesn't matter, looks don't matter. Creativity and storytelling, that's what matters in the end. I mean, just try it. Daily vlogging, with his style and the angles that he gets, his editing, you won't last for a week. But yeah, so look, his videos, his vlogs, obviously S-tier content, but this is about color grades. And yeah, I don't think there is a color grade, as far as I know. It's just a standard camera profile. So I guess we have to make another extra tier. The no grade tier. That's fair, right? A separate tier for people who put all their effort, all their creativity in their storytelling instead of color grading. Yeah, boom. And you know what? Actually, that tier should go above the S tier even. In my opinion, right? Marques Brownlee, MKBHD. His videos look so perfect, so clean, it makes me mad. Yeah, it's just so good. Now, I do think that a part of that look also has to do with the cameras that he uses. He uses actual cinema cameras, you know, red cameras, expensive cameras, cameras that you and I can't afford. And I also don't know if this is actually a look that he created, designed, graded, or that is just some kind of standard profile and it's just the camera that does all the magic stuff. I don't know, it's difficult to say here. It has to be a look that he created, right? I don't know. It's such a perfect look for tech videos. And you know what? In my opinion, you could call this the Apple look. I think that's actually also what he intended it to look like. I was watching one of his latest videos a few days ago, and in that video, at some point he cuts in some footage from an Apple presentation and it looked so seamless. The colors, the clean whites, how clean and perfect everything looks. And the lighting is also super important to get that look. Marques doesn't like a lot of backlight and shadows. No, everything is evenly lit to make it look even more perfect and minimal and clean. I love it. It's almost like his videos have a texture that you can feel. I don't know how else to describe it. And it also looks cinematic. Not the classic cinematic look that everyone else is going for, but yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling again. Anyway, so where does MKBHD go? You know, I really love the look. It looks amazing. It's like Becky and Chris. It's his look. But because I don't know much about it, does he color grade or not? And because of all the expensive cameras that he uses that I can't afford, I'm gonna create another separate tier. Here, the E tier, let's turn that into the expensive tier. Yeah, it looks amazing, but it's also expensive. But you know what's not expensive right now, guys? A subscription to Audio, the sponsor of this video. I've been using Audio for a good while now, and I love it. Most recently, I really had their music shine in my Greece travel video. Got a lot of nice comments about the music in that video. So if you're still looking for good music for your videos or your channel, go check them out. They have a user-friendly website, all the filters you need to find exactly what you're looking for. Also sound effects, by the way, often overlooked, but also important if you want to make your videos really stand out. And guys, right now, an Audio Pro subscription, music and sound effects is 70% off the first year. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's free, but yeah. And of course, thank you Audio for supporting my channel. Okay, next color grade. Mr. Peter McKinnon, the king of filmmaking and photography YouTube, I guess, right? And yeah, I mean, it's again that YouTuber filmmaker look, the content creator look, a bit of that teal and orange, it pops, it's contrasty, but he also likes to mix it up. The backgrounds, the lighting, from dark and moody with very cinematic lighting to more bright and airy. I like that. Maybe I should try something different again, because I've been using this for quite a while now. Anyway, that makes the color grading and the look of his videos not as consistent as some others in this list, but I think that everything he does always reflects his style and personality very, very well. It looks rock and roll. It's actually interesting how a lot of times the color grade and how videos look reflect the personality of the creator, or at least the on-screen personality. It's the same for Casey actually. No color grade, but with that epic storytelling and crazy angles and cuts, orderly chaos, that's what I like to call it. And then Marques, he's like the complete opposite. Calm and collected, clean, perfect. To me it feels like that's also his personality, calm and collected. But anyway, I'm gonna put Pete here with his friend Maddie in the content creator look tier. I love the look, looks really good, but you know, it's not unique anymore. You see it everywhere. That tier is actually starting to look more like the million subs minimum tier. Next up is Volandis. I discovered this channel last year, I think, and awesome content, but his videos also look really good. Bold, colorful, there's contrast, deep dark shadows, saturated colors. A lot of times he also adds film grain, and well yeah, this is exactly the kind of look I like. I guess you could call it the film look, but you know, he did his own thing with the film look. I really like it. And even though a lot of his videos are heavily graded, it always, in a way, it looks natural somehow. Even though it's usually nothing like what you see in real life, you know, the colors and the contrast. But that's exactly what I love about it. So yeah, straight to S tier, no doubt about it. Unique, well done, I love it. Gerald Undone. Tech meets filmmaking camera YouTuber. Something like that, right? This video is actually inspired by one of Gerald's videos. And, well, look, his videos look great. I mean, what else can I say? Nothing groundbreaking or, you know, this crazy unique style. I remember watching some videos in which he explains his color grading, but that was a while ago and he was using Film Convert Nitrate back then. Not sure if that changed or not, but it looks nice and his lighting is always spot on. But it looks so purple. And if there's one color I don't like, it's purple. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna make a separate tier again. A tier just for Gerald. The It's Too Purple tier. I just had to give him a cookie of his own dough, okay? That's what we say here in Belgium, in the Dutch-speaking countries. A koekje van eigen deeg, a taste of his own medicine. And it's also lower than the F tier, actually. So yeah, let's bring that down, okay? I'm sorry, Gerald. But get rid of that purple and you're going straight to B or A even. I think that's the devil speaking again. And then Sarah Dietschy. I would say it's also like the tech tuber look, but then kind of the opposite of what MKBHD's videos look like. This looks crisp and sharp, but also warm and cozy because of the lighting and the background. It looks peachy, I guess. But the problem here is that I also don't know if it's a color grade, so a creative look, or just a standard profile, tweaked a little bit. I'm not sure. I found some of her older videos where she explains how she color grades in Premiere... Wow. Premiere Pro? So how she color grades vlogs in that editing program, but that was a while ago, so I don't know now. The studio shots, is that the same? Is it color grading? I also know that I think she's using DaVinci Resolve now, so I don't know. This look might just be the result of good lighting. Just like MKBHD, she's evenly lit, but then the background is more cozy and shadowy. So for now, I'm gonna say no grade, but I'm not sure, so Sarah, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments then. But I mean, look, you're gonna be in the same tier as Casey right now. And all these other people, they wish they could be in the same tier as Casey. So it's not a bad tier to be in. And I like the look of your videos. It looks great, but I have to know if it's a grade or no grade. Okay, and now I'm gonna stop talking because, wow, my voice is almost gone. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a little bit raspy. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Who do you think has the best looking videos? Not the best content, the best looking videos. Color grading. And there's no right or wrong answer here, okay? I mean, if you look at it objectively, everyone on this list should be in the S or A tier. These people all know what they're doing. So, you know, don't take this video too seriously. And go subscribe to them all because they all make excellent content. And if there's another filmmaker or YouTuber or maybe even a movie that you like the look of, if it has a specific color grade that you like, drop it in the comments. Okay, that's it. Enough for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.